Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Nerd Mode On, and I'll be doing a gameplay commentary over some Battlefield 4. In this particular installation, I want to talk with you guys a little bit about my New Year's resolution. I am aware that we're a little past the due date when it comes to making videos of this format, followed by we're already currently living the 2014 year. We're literally living in it. And with that in mind, of course, I figured I'd go along with tradition and try to revisit this topic, considering that I did one for 2013 and everything has kind of evolved since that time period. A year went by, good, the bad, and the ugly occurred. And that's just kind of how things go, of course. But I wanted to centralize my topics mainly on things that you guys could follow. You guys can't really follow me around the world and, particularly know if I'm cheating on my diet or doing something like that. That's not something you can follow. However, if I tell you guys things that you guys can notice during videos, discussions, and stuff like that, that's a little bit more of your guys' area. You guys can jump into the conversation. You guys have a voice to definitely let me know if I'm slacking or if I'm exceeding to the point where I should be. And that's kind of the difference between relating in a real life aspect, trying to give you guys personal information, followed by how YouTube works, where you guys can physically watch what's going on and you guys can gauge the conversation and the video in that format. So I'm going to focus heavily on that one. So let's get started. I'm sure many of you guys have noticed that my Battlefield 4 videos have been a lot better quality. Main reason is I'm rendering at the most absurd amount of settings that there possibly is, but that's kind of me. My PC can handle it. It only makes sense to give you guys the best quality, so that's what I do. But to kind of give you guys a brief description of what goes on, is I've been rendering in 4K resolution at about 50 million bitrate. That's overkill. If any of you guys are unfamiliar with that, that's a little high, but I do like to give YouTube a little bit more of a cushion. YouTube needs a lot of cushions, believe it or not. They like to compress the video file down to a very small file. So, they'll take a file that's maybe 2 gigabytes and they'll make it 163 kilobytes. And if you guys are unfamiliar with how that stuff works, that's a lot of compression. That is literally a lot. That's a lot more than it needs to be. And with that comes, diminishing of quality, tearing of the video, pixelation, I'm sure you guys have noticed. All that stuff comes along from YouTube. I promise you guys, when I render the video, everything looks about as beautiful as it's possibly gonna get. But YouTube likes to go in there and make its little fine tuning. It's kind of like an engineer that's kind of new to the job, trying to repair things that were never broken. And with that in mind, of course, there is some differences there. But with 4K, I've quickly found that pixelation is no longer a problem, and the video just looks a lot better. So my main goal is to upload every video that I make in 4K. And may that be Call of Duty, DayZ, Battlefield 4, any other titles that you guys will see on my channel, that's something I'm going to be doing a lot more of, considering that I have a lot more time to definitely focus heavily on giving you guys the best quality that I can. And that's what I look forward to doing. Another big thing for me is that if any of you guys have been around to my channel for quite some time, you realize that I upload pretty consistently. I upload a lot more consistent than maybe some of my competitors do that are sufficiently larger than me. And that's pretty nice. I definitely do like to upload on a consistent basis. I think it gives you guys an idea of when the videos come out. Granted, I don't exactly have a schedule, considering that work and sleep can be a little confined at sometimes. It can be a little bit more interesting to see what times I have available to me to get you guys videos. And now I am aware I could schedule them to upload at certain times. I definitely could do that, so I am slacking in that department. But I don't exactly make the videos weeks in advance, because that's kind of old news at that point, and you guys miss out on a lot of stuff that could probably be more important if I did them either day by day or a day early. So something of the equivalency is when I make the videos. But if I make them too early, you guys are getting old news, and that's not cool. That's unintelligent of me, and it doesn't feed you guys any information. It pushes you guys farther out of the loop, and it doesn't allow you guys to understand what's currently going on. So that's how I do it. Now, of course, uploading consistently is something important to me. The last year has been probably one of the best years for uploading for me. I've probably only missed, I'd say, about 30 days total, so we'll say a month in that category. And even then, those days were probably missed for a variety of reasons. May that be computer problems, may that be just being sick, no voice, stuff like that. So, I guess I've been getting a lot better at YouTube when it comes to uploading the video, getting it finalized, fine-tuned, and all that good stuff along the way. So, I hope you guys have been enjoying at least that aspect. one of the biggest things for me is to reach 1,000 subscribers. You know, it was something I said in 2013, and I was really hoping to get it, but unfortunately this year was good in different departments, but not great in every department as well. And one of the biggest things I was really trying to push forward was that Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions video, because I wanted that to be the video that pushed everything over the top. And it did good, don't get me wrong. I think it was a very successful video. I worked really hard on it, and it was one of the largest projects I've ever worked on. Granted, you know, if you were trying to compare it to somebody like Frankie in 1080p, it's not as great. But for me personally, I'm very proud of it. I think I worked really hard on it, and I look forward to hopefully making videos similar to it in the future. But one of the biggest things for me, guys, is that I want to reach 1,000 subs. That's just something that I've always had in the back of my mind. You know, everybody makes these huge goals, like I want to reach 1,000,000 subscribers, and that's great. I'm sure, hopefully that'll happen someday. But 1,000 subscribers is kind of the pinnacle of where things change. You know, when you hit 1,000, you're getting sufficient views. You know, you're getting people that are coming to your channel consistently, seeing what's going on, and you're a little bit more of a player when it comes to YouTube instead of the underdog. And that's just something I would look forward to. You know, I hope 1,000 subscribers will come around soon, but until that time, I'm happy with what I got, and I'm not going to do anything that's looked down upon when it comes to YouTube, like spamming my URL to my friends and doing all that crazy stuff and going on other people's videos and typing comments. That's not me. I mean, if you guys can go as far back on my channel as possible, and you'll never see a comment like that from me. I just don't do it, because when people do it on other people's videos, you know, I'm going to be honest, I usually flag their comment for spam or whatever I can do to get them off the video. And I just don't appreciate when people do that. It just makes me so angry sometimes. It's like, oh, that's just so sad. But, you know, people have different ways of advertising, so I guess, you know, you got to look at it as the good, the bad, and the ugly. But with that in mind, guys, one of the biggest things, of course, coming up here soon, I've been talking about more and more as we progress closer to the deadline of this particular event, is Twitch. And I've been really wanting to do it. You know, I have everything I could possibly need to definitely start it. I could start pretty much today if I wanted to, but there's still some things I want to fine tune. You know, I'm one of those people that wants everything to go right the first time. I don't want to, you know, start and stop the stream 40 times to fix little audio bugs. I want to get as much research done as I can. I want to know everything that can possibly go wrong, and I want to have a solution. That's just the kind of person I am. In a lot of aspects, I don't do things without having full knowledge of it. And you know, that's just kind of how this stuff works out. But with that in mind, of course, I am looking forward to starting that soon. Followed by, if you guys check in the description as well, there's all those links to my social media sites. And that's not just my personal information. That's for you guys to interact with me. If you guys want to play Battlefield, you guys want to play COD or something of the equivalency, that's the best way to get in contact with me. I look at those pretty much all the time. I'm constantly looking to see if you guys are enjoying videos, giving me feedback, stuff like that. And it's a way better way to get directly in contact with me, considering that the YouTube comments can be a little dodgy. The YouTube messaging system is almost impossible to find the inbox in some cases. And since Google Plus has been implemented or shoved into our face beyond comparison, it's not the most noticeable thing in the world to track your guys' comments as it once was. So I would highly recommend it. You know, if you guys are somebody that uses social media sites, it might be a good time to definitely jump on the bandwagon. If that's not something you're interested in, I completely understand, but I just thought I'd let you guys know. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much the entire video. I just wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about a couple of things. My New Year's resolution, mainly for you guys to constantly view the videos, is to make everything the best it can be. It's to bring forth the best content I can, while at the same time maintaining the content that I already have. And hopefully this will be a good year. Everything's been starting off really strong the last 3 months, and I really hope everything continues to go forth. But with that said and done, guys, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. This is NMO, and I'm going to be signing out, guys. Peace.